Welcome back. There are more than 3,200 Utah families waiting for help caring for a loved one with a disability. Now, the program's called DSPD, and for some, the wait list is 10 years long. ABC4's Sarah Martin takes an in-depth look at the list and the people on it in a special report tonight.
Fred's 15. He loves swimming and horseback riding, and it's a small world at Disneyland. And he's been on the DSPD waiting list for 5 years.
You ready to rock and roll? In order to leave the house, I have to get his walker out of the car, stand him up from a chair, which is difficult because he weighs 135 pounds. Then I kind of drag the walker in because he's not a super functional walker all the time. To put him back in the car, I don't have the ramp, so I have to lift him, physically lift him up into the car. You did it. And then do the whole thing in reverse and bring him home. It's a workout.
Fred was diagnosed in the womb with hydrocephalus and eventually was diagnosed with cerebral palsy and autism.
He's developmentally delayed, which is frustrating, but he's a dear to be around. He brings joy to everybody's life.
After 5 years, Fred is now at number 243 on the DSPD funding wait list.
The funding's valuable because it allows you to access community resources that you can't access otherwise. Behavioral health therapy, respite care, community respite care.
And DSPD funding lasts for the rest of a person's life. Without help, Fred's family has had to pay for a lot of his care out of pocket. Almost $30,000 for a year at the Pingree Autism Center, $5,000 for ramps outside their home, and thousands more for help from in-home CNAs a few hours a week. And they're saving for a new shower.
Their needs are overwhelming, and if you have a program like DSPD, then it keeps your family together, and the best way to care for a loved one is to care for them in your home.
DSPD, or the Division of Services for People with Disabilities, currently has 3,286 people on their waiting list. The average wait time is 5.5 years, but the person waiting the longest has been on the list for 27 years.
There's a variety of services. Some are very limited in scope, such as just giving caregivers a break, and some are intensive services that are 24 hours.
All are specialized, limited, and very expensive.
People accuse me of having no heart. I do. I just don't have a bottomless checkbook.
Senator Alan Christensen chairs the Social Services and Health and Human Services committees. He told me about $3 million new dollars made up of state money and federal match go to DSPD every year, which translates to about 150 recipients annually.
85% of any new money goes strictly to the top people, the most critical ones. 15% of any new money goes to the waiting list on a random basis. I can take maybe 10 new people that are most critical and 140 respite care people.
Perhaps we need to find a way to make it a larger pot of money, because I think it's disgusting in a state that claims to be all about families, that families are going to be torn apart because they can't care for their children.
The clock is ticking on both sides for Fred. If he can't get DSPD funding by the time he's an adult, his family will be forced to move to a state like California or Minnesota that fully funds a similar program.
Write to your state senators, to your state congressmen, and just plead with them to fully fund this program because it's desperately needed.
As of July 1st, the needs assessment for DSPD now takes into account the amount of time a person's been on the waiting list. To take an assessment or to update your file, visit our website, abc4.com. Reporting from the studio, I'm Sarah Martin, ABC4 News.